Hey T-Bags, what's going on? And today I'm going to do a vlog. Well, the reason why I want to bring this up, and the reason why I want to test something, because I'm kind of surprised how my phone did in the thanks for 1K video. You guys was very surprised about it. You guys, a lot of the people that I talked to said it was a very good capture device. And now, don't get me wrong, cameras like the one that I'm using right now are always going to be a kind of a bit better than this, but I kind of want to test it. And this video, I'm going to be testing literally everything that I can do with this on this phone, basically. Everything I can do on this phone. I'm going to show you what I've got with, what I use and what I used in the last video, kind of the 1K special. I'm gonna show you in a second. But honestly, my dream camera of getting is the Sony A7C, I think it is, but it costs too much money. It's so fucking expensive. I dream one day I will have that camera. I'm pretty sure it's called the A7C, and it is a full frame camera, and it's beautiful. It is amazing. You'll see pictures of it when I'm like talking right now. But it is a brilliant camera. I think you can literally buy it on Amazon right now for £1,600. I don't know if that's with the lens. It might come with a kit lens or not. It depends. It might be a bit more, so 1,900. I'm just going to say over £1,000, almost £2,000. And that is my dream camera. But you don't have to be like, you don't have to have a lot of money to start vlogging, to do YouTube, TikTok or anything. Phones nowadays are kind of crazy. Like, I'm so surprised that how that video did and how it looked was that good. You know, I don't know about you guys or you T-Bags, but today we're going to be testing this even more. And this is, if you want to know what this phone is, it's called the Oppo Reno Ace, and yeah, it's a decent phone. I got it in 2019 and I've had it ever since, and it is amazing. I've loved this phone so much. I've took it to Japan with me. It's been through a lot of stuff, and yeah, I'm so excited to try this out. It's going to be amazing. And obviously I am using this kind of setup. So I have got a microphone, obviously. It's called the Rode microphone, and it is a really good microphone. And yes, it's got this on. If you don't know what this is, if you've never done vlogging before, this is basically to stop the wind, any wind happening. And that's what the microphone looks like. It's like, I think it's a shotgun microphone or something like that. But you put that on and it will stop the wind. And then you put your smartphone there and you just go, you hook it in and then it works. But you have to have a special cable. So this cable that it had first was a different one, but you have to get like a special one for your smartphone. You'll be able to find it online, Amazon and all that glorious stuff. That's if you want to do smartphone vlogging. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this video. I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but if you already see this, you probably already know. So I'm going to test it out. I'm going to go outside in my garden, do some clips, talk to you guys on it, and see how it looks. And I've got to edit it as well. So let's go and find out what is going on and if I'm going to be using this. Or, hey, who knows? Let's go, T-Bags. Let's go. And here we are testing it. This is the front-facing camera of my smartphone. I keep calling it a fucking camera, but obviously the front-facing lens is not a camera. But yeah, it looks not too bad. As you can see, the bokeh effect is like a software inside the smartphone. I know with some lighting, it kind of looks weird. If you look in the sky right now, it's very, very cloudy. And it probably doesn't look that great because there's no sun, but this is going off 1080p, 30 frames per second, and you might some hear noise, but I do have my microphone connected up at the top there, and I keep looking at myself instead of the lens, it's, on its own. But we're just going to be going around, looking at a few stuff. Like here, it looks like, in the screen itself, it looks amazing, but I'm just going to be testing some stuff, and I want to know your guys' opinion. Now, I really want anybody that watches this video to comment below, do you think it actually looks good?
do you think like vlogging on a smartphone nowadays is actually quite viable? I know like people are using like the iPhone 13, which my sister's got an iPhone 13 and the camera is quite good on it. But a lot of phones nowadays actually use some Sony kind of lenses on it. But then again, I don't know, like everybody likes bokeh, right? And if you don't know what bokeh is, it's the blurriness of the background behind you. And software is really good nowadays. Look how much blurriness in the background there is, and I can bump that up to 100%. This is only like 70% of blurriness in the background, so yeah, it honestly looks good. And we're just gonna be messing around today and, you know, testing some slow-mo. I do have slow-mo, and testing some time-lapse. We're just gonna go over some stuff and seeing what we can see. It is quite windy, I would say, not a lot, but you might hear the wind, you might not. It depends, because I'm using this microphone. Hopefully it is using it. I'm sometimes scared if it's connected or not, but yeah, you know, it should be pretty well. I'm just looking around. There's nothing really here. My family's gone out to supermarket and all that glorious stuff to get food, more food and all that, you know. But yeah. Now, as you can see, you've just seen the slow motion effect. And like I say, it is crazy how I can literally just touch one button and change it to slow motion, time lapse. I'll show you the time lapse in a bit, but like I can use this smartphone to do anything and it will capture it pretty well. I can flip the screen, you know, to the little lens at the back lens, and it will work well. I don't know how the microphone is right now on top of it, but I would always use an external microphone. I wouldn't use the smartphone microphone just because I like external microphones nowadays are quite cheap. Like the Rode one that I've got cost me probably £60 or even less than that now, because there's probably better ones. But like I say, I can literally just do anything by a click, by a button. Yeah, I might have to change some settings, you know, go to slow motion settings, but just it's a flick of a finger and then press record. And it's that good. Like, yeah, the lighting might not be that great, but the bokeh effect is still here and all that by the digital software that it's using in the camera. Not all phones probably have it, but this phone, the Oppo Reno Ace, does has it. And yeah, like I say, some cameras will be better, obviously, like my dream camera, the Sony A7C. One day, the full frame camera, I will have that one day, I do promise. But it does look good. I can't believe how good this looks. It really does look good. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, most of the recording is 30 frames per second. I can change that to 60 frames per second, but to be honest, in YouTube, you only need 1080 and 30 frames, to be honest. If you want to bump up your quality to go 4K, that's fair enough, but remember, you have to have a decent computer to actually edit and all that glorious stuff. Most smartphones nowadays on YouTube, you can only watch 1080. I think they might have changed that, I don't know that much, but like my slow motion, the time lapse, when you do see the time lapse, but the slow motion can record at 4K. I can actually flip my camera around and face me, and I can actually record me at 4K, because all these cameras at the back of my smartphone can all record in 4K 60 frames per second. But most of the time I just do 30 frames per second, and I am doing 4K on the time lapse and also the slow motion. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the slow motion, and let's do a time lapse, shall we? Why not? But yeah, that is pretty much it. And for some reason, there's people mowing the lawn when the lawn is literally wet. So I have no idea why people are doing that. But like you've seen the time lapse, you've seen the slow mo. There is a lot more as well in this camera. You can do a panoramic view of your picture or anything. You can do macro. You can do close up and, you know, far away. It's got zoom in on the lens, or mainly all on the back lenses. But also, did I tell you one thing? I forgot to tell you this. It's got autofocus as well. So if I come close, it will autofocus on my face, and I think if I put this there, it will focus on this. It's got everything that you need from a vlogging camera. All the only thing that you really need is a tripod, a selfie like a smartphone holder when you put it on your tripod, and an external microphone, which you could pretty much get all for less than 50 quid. It is crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'm very surprised. I am very surprised. And like I'm saying, it's amazing. And even on the back of this, not the camera, I keep calling it a camera, I do apologize. But even on the back of this the lenses, it's got ultimate steady mode and all this glorious stuff. Like, it is crazy. Sorry, I burped there. I'll tell you what, this fucking bars bubble. I tell you, it's crazy. Like, as you can see, automatically it blurs out the whole background. So it's like not of a bokeh effect, but it blurs out everything. But if I put this close, you will see it. It's crazy. It is crazy. Smartphones have come so far. I remember back in the day when we used to have like a Nokia or one of them flip phones, and the microphone, the pictures, the video on them was so bad. It was literally crazy. But nowadays, phones are so intelligent. It is crazy how much they are. It's crazy. It is so crazy. I'm going to quickly flip you around and show you the super popular steady mode or some shit it's called. I don't know. Let's test it. Now, I don't know if I would have it on this mode, just because I have seen some things where it does like try to focus in and then focuses back out and then focuses back in. But as you can see, I am moving around. I'm going to run. And this is, by the way, this is Pro Ultimate Steady mode, and it's kind of crazy how actually steady it is. I can swing across and go up and down, and it's so steady. It is actually weirdly like a GoPro, but obviously not better than a GoPro, but it is weird. It's super steady. See, now I've got rid of the blur because you can turn it off and turn it back on again. Now you can see all around the garden and all that glorious stuff. I've just drunk my drink, and I remember back in the day, I know this is off subject, but I remember back in the day, you know, when you want to put stuff in the bin, I used to have a bin down my garden because it was so far away from my house, but now I don't have one. It's kind of upsetting. It's kind of upsetting. It would have been a great time. But as you can see, the sun is out now, and you're getting the light on my face. Hopefully that looks okay. I don't know, I can't really see my screen because I've turned my brightness down on my screen just to keep more battery in it. But my battery doesn't die that much. I'm actually going to check what percentages it's on. It is on 78, so that's not too bad. I've been out here for at least probably 45 minutes trying to do some clips and now and there. But as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad indeed.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's the video. Everything in this video I recorded was done by this phone and this internal microphone. Set from the start and the finish, of course, this is on my camera here and my microphone down here because I'm back at the my desktop and all that glorious stuff. But the time-lapse, the slow-mo, I know it wasn't the best because obviously it's not a good day out there, but eventually I will do more if you want me to do more, you know, videos with vlogging with my smartphone and all that glorious stuff. Maybe next time it'll be a better day. We'll be, I don't know, we can capture more stuff in the city or the towns, you know. But like the recording of it, I did look literally just check on my software, you know, because I'm editing it literally right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I am editing it like right now. There is some bits where here the lighting of the camera was really kind of like too light of my face. So if I just go up a bit, like you can see how dark it is there, but then it comes in and focuses when I go back down here, and it looks really good, right? It does look good, but like I say, it's a smartphone. Everything on this smartphone did pretty well. I was very surprised about it. As you can see, it's got the cameras on the back there. I know you can't see it because it's like it's focusing on me, but I'll try and focus it on the camera. It's a bit scruffy, but yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you got 4 there, 5 for the macro and all that glorious stuff. And then all the vlogging parts was done by this front-facing camera right here. It's tiny, but it's there. I know phones are very dirty. Make sure you try to clean them. I need to clean my phone. But it was amazing, and all the audio was done by this microphone. You know, it is great. I love this Rode microphone. It's just tiny, and it was windy outside. If you didn't notice, it was, I would say, probably low windish, but it didn't, on the recording when I literally edited it back, there was no wind sound or what I could hear anyway. But I just want to let you know, while editing, there was no like changing the color or anything like that. It is literally all raw. There was no random stuff like boosting the microphone volume, you know, anything like that, changing settings. It was literally all raw. Just want to let you know that now, because some people might think I've edited some tweaks. Literally most of the time when I do my content, vlogging or anything like that, I like to keep it raw as can be, just because that's the way I am. That's my style. I know some people like to make it perfectly edited, and that is fine. Or, you know, some other stuff, you know, how editors always do. But I just want to know, put in the comments below what you guys think. What do you think? Now, eventually, I really do want to get the Sony A7C. But for now, if like you guys, like me as well, cameras are expensive for a good one as well, especially the one that I want to get. But if you got a phone, you could do pretty good. You can do pretty good, Teabags. Try your phone out and let me know what you think in the comments of this video. And if you want me to do more, I will do more. See you next time, Teabags. Have a beautiful day, morning, night, and happy Halloween.